Hello and welcome. If you can see me and hear me, please drop me a 777 in the chat box. And please also reach out to everyone in your groups and let's get them on the call. I'm going to make a start shortly. My name is Dr. Jav. Thank you for joining us on this call. Excuse me a second. I think my phone's ringing. I'll just switch that phone off. 1 second. Yeah, so again, welcome on the call. Let me know where you're from. And again, like I was saying earlier, please reach out to your groups, WhatsApp, Telegram, whatever your groups are, and let's get as many people on this call as possible. So welcome to the call, everyone. Again, like I said earlier, my name is Dr. Jav. We're going to keep this call, I say fairly short, to about 30 or so minutes. So both myself and Mandeep are on this call. And what we want to talk about today are basically the success principles. Welcome, Kaylee from Sydney, Australia. So we have Sydney, Australia in the house. My question to you, Kaylee, is what's the weather like in Sydney at the moment? Here in the UK, it's not too bad. Simran, welcome. Simran from Walsall, I think it was. So yeah, welcome to the call. We have London in the house, Birmingham, Australia, Leicester, and a fair few other cities. Again, welcome everyone to the call. Yeah, we want to talk about success principles. Now, my first question to every single person on this call, again, just bear in mind, the success principles we're going to talk about on this call are applicable to any business. So whether you have a traditional business, whether you have a network marketing business, or even you can apply these success principles to your health as well. So it doesn't really matter what you are hoping to achieve. What I'm going to particularly talk about today are principles that you can apply to anything that you're doing at the moment. So as long as you're geared towards success, you can apply these principles to that outcome or that goal. Now, before I continue, does anybody actually know how many days are left until the end of the year? I didn't make a note somewhere. How many days are left until 2022? Does anybody actually know? Give me a message via the chat box. Who knows how many days are left until 2022? And please no Googling. Yes, okay, 75 days. There are 75 days left till the end of the year. Now let's just assume there are 2 months left because October is almost over. There's only a few days left until October. Thank you. 000. We have 000 on the call. I don't know what your name is. It would be good to know who you are. So 000 says there's 75 days left. And yes, you are right. 000. 75. Should it not be 007, 007? Anyway, that's besides the point. So yeah, 75 days left until the end of the year. But effectively, let me just see, what day is it today? It's actually the 18th today. So 2 months left until the end of the year, which is effectively 60 days, not long to go. 60 days, it's not long to go. So my question to all of you on the call is, have you set out your goals for this year? Whether they are business goals, trading goals, health goals, now is about the right time to decide what you're going to do or achieve next year. So I think myself and many of the other leaders within our academy, we tend to set our goals around this time, so October, November, December time, so that you are ready for the 1st of January 2022. So I would recommend every single person on this call to set your goals, certainly for next year, so that once we get onto the 1st of January, you can start the new year 2022 running, as they would say. Now, the 4 basic tenets of success is what I'm going to discuss today. Firstly, is who you are listening to. So my question to all of you is, who are you listening to? And if you want to achieve anything in life, again, it doesn't really matter if it's business, health, or wealth, or entrepreneurship in any frame or whatsoever, whatever you are hoping to achieve, my question to you is who you are listening to. And the easiest way to achieve a certain goal is to find someone who has already achieved that goal. So find someone who already does or has done what you are hoping to achieve. Let me give you an example. Let's assume you want to become a 6-figure or 7-figure trader. What is the quickest way that you can become a 6-figure or 7-figure trader? The quickest way is to find someone who is already there and emulate them, copy that person. And the way you can do that within this academy is to get on the calls. We have calls every single day. And in all honesty, the more calls you attend, the better you will become at your craft. So whatever your craft is, the more calls you attend, the more mentorship training academies or calls, call it whatever you want to attend, the better you will become. And that is why we have calls every single day. We have calls every single day to help you to achieve your goals. So my question to you again is, whose voice have you submitted yourself to? Do not waste your time listening to the rubbish on radio, the media, the TV. In my particular case, I don't watch TV anymore. And I don't remember the last time I watched any movie. I don't listen to the radio if I can help it. So whose voice are you listening to? Make sure that your voice is the voice of your mentor or coach. And again, if you don't have a mentor or coach, it's not a problem, because that is why we are here, and that is why we do these calls every single day. So again, if I use the example of trading, for example, if you want to learn how to scalp the market, I would ensure that I'm attending all those calls. I would want to attend all the calls on how to scalp the market, whether it's ECC 11 or any other strategy is irrelevant. But if you want to learn how to scalp, I would attend those calls. If you want to become a swing trader or learn how to do harmonics, I would attend those calls until I am an expert. So make sure that you are attending the right calls. Again, using the example of trading, it's very, very difficult to become an expert on all the different varieties of trading. In fact, there are hundreds of different ways that you can actually trade, and hundreds of strategies out there in the market. But what we've done for you, certainly if you're wanting to learn how to trade, is that we've given you the strategies that work the best. So again, make sure that you're listening to the right voice. Make sure that you are attending the right calls. And again, a little bit every single day, a little bit every single day. There's a book I'm reading at the moment, or listening to at the moment, called The Compound Effect. I've actually forgotten who the book is by, but once I find out who the author is, I'll let you know. And that basically teaches us to do a little bit every single day. It's those of you that do a little bit every single day are the ones that are going to achieve the most success. For example, if you're learning a certain strategy, if you're only doing, let's say, 30 minutes on a Saturday once a week, it's not enough. If you're doing 1 hour a week, unfortunately, that is not enough. That is not what's going to get you to the amazing success that you're hoping to achieve. So what you need to do, even if it's 10 minutes a day, you need to compound that knowledge, that success. Even if it's 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, as long as you're doing a little bit every single day, you will find yourself getting better and better over a period of time. That is how I have learned any particular skill set in the past, and that is how the great achievers of the world have managed to achieve their success. I think, was it Bruce Lee who said that he's more afraid of the person? Darren Hardy, thank you, 000. Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. That is the audio, the book I'm listening to at the moment. And I've actually lost track of what I was saying. Yeah, Bruce Lee, sorry. So Bruce Lee, I think what he said was that I'm more afraid of the person who has practiced one punch 10,000 times than the person who knows how to kick 10,000 different ways, or the person who has practiced once 10,000 different punches. Does that make sense? So you need to become an expert in the game, and the way you can do that is by doing a little bit every single day. So try to do that, and you'll see amazing results over a period of time. Now, going back to Darren Hardy's book, The Compound Effect. Now, at the moment, obviously, I am very, very busy. I don't get that much time to read. So I listen to audiobooks, and that is an audiobook that I've acquired recently, and it's what I'm listening to at the moment. And again, your car, for example, should be your university on wheels. So whenever I sit in the car, I don't listen to music anymore, or I listen to music very, very rarely. Most of the time I spend in my car is listening to personal development and ways to increase my craft or become better at my craft. And again, that example of that book I gave you earlier is just one such example of a book that I read. Again, if you're looking to build an amazing business here, I'd also recommend you listen to Kevin Trudeau. And again, I think he is on YouTube. So please search out Kevin Trudeau and listen to some of his teachings as well. And obviously Bob Proctor, it goes without saying, we have given you access to Bob Proctor via our academy, and you should be on his calls every single week. The second trait of success I want to talk about is to be teachable and coachable. So you need to be humble always. And again, what I found is that I mentor a lot of people. What I found is that those people that succeed the most are the most humble. So if you're proud and you assume that you know everything and you don't listen and you're not willing to change, you're in the wrong place. You should not be in any business. So be humble, be teachable and coachable. It's extremely important. Now, one way of just, I suppose, showing yourself to be humble is to use two words: please and thank you. So ask yourself, how many times in the last 7 days, or even today, how many times today have you used the two words thank you and please? And that is a rough guide as to how humble you are. And if you want to become more humble, then obviously use please more often, and also use thank you as well. Something I've learned to do over the years as well. And in the past, I haven't used those words much, but certainly as I've seen my success increase, I've noticed that I've been using those words more and more, and it's all related to humility. Humility is extremely important, and obviously be teachable and coachable. Now, again, you are where you are today based on what you did yesterday. So whatever you did yesterday, the week before, the last 90 days, the last 3 months, 3 years, has led to where you are today. So you need to ensure that you are teachable, coachable, and willing to change. You have to be willing to change. And quite often what you'll notice is that it's only when you jump outside your comfort zone that you will grow. You are either growing or dying, and you have to be growing if you want to increase your success. Certainly in business, you need to be growing every single day. So as a minimum, try and get outside your comfort zone, whatever that comfort zone is, every single day. For example, if you are afraid to speak to people, to prospects for your business, try and do that every single day. So in the beginning, years and years ago, obviously I was not very good at prospecting. I didn't like speaking to other people. And it's only when I started doing it, even though I got so many no's, thousands and thousands of no's, as you do it over and over again, you'll find yourself getting better and better at it. And change does require pain. Just bear that in mind. It's not going to be easy, but when you keep doing it over and over again, you will find it easy. If you are a driver on this call today, drop me a 111 in the chat box. So if you know how to drive a car, do you remember your first driving lesson? Now, I remember mine, and it was absolutely terrible. I couldn't tell the difference between the clutch and the brake. Mandeep, yes. And I've seen your current driving as well. So 000, yes, you remember as well. Thank you for that. So again, yeah, my first driving lesson was absolutely terrible. The same was the case for my second, my third, but because I was learning how to drive every single day, I became better at it. And that is why I'm an expert driver today, as many people think. So again, practice perfect practice makes perfect, if that makes sense. You can't practice the wrong things and become perfect at any single trait or business that you're trying to do. It has to be perfect practice, which means that you need to be practicing the right things. And again, we are here to guide you and to ensure that you are doing that over and over again. Now, if change was comfortable, bear this in mind, if change was comfortable, everybody would grow. And that is why we don't see, I mean, everybody wants to be a millionaire, or most people want to be financially free. They don't want to, worry too much of where their next payment comes from, to pay their bills or to pay for food, to pay for family. So most people want to be financially free. And if that was the case, if everybody knew how to become financially free, everybody would be free. Now the issue is, the problem is, in society, many people don't like pain. Obviously, we don't like pain. But again, you need to go through some painful process to grow. I don't know any financially free person. And again, we have multi-millionaires around us every single day. I don't know any multi-millionaire who hasn't gone through pain to get that, unless obviously their parents gave them the money. But generally, you need to go through some kind of pain to grow. And again, very, very important, you need to change your self-image. Again, you need to change to grow. So make a note of that. So the first thing was, who are you listening to? Number two, be teachable and coachable. And obviously humility is a part of that. Now, again, we talk about this every single day within our mentorship team, within our mastermind group, that 90 to 99% of success is mental or spiritual. And again, we have Bob Proctor as one of our mentors, and he talks about this all the time as well. So if you're trying to learn a particular skill, let's use the example of trading as well. Again, if you're trying to become an expert scalper, for example, 90 to 99% of becoming an expert scalper is mental. And again, many people miss this out, and the how to is irrelevant. Over and over again, I will say this: how to become a successful trader is irrelevant, because once your mindset is in the right place, you will get it. Once your mindset is in the right place, you will get it. You will learn how to trade and become an expert trader. That's why mindset is so important. And again, my question to you is, this is all related to mindset, is what are you seeing every single day? So I'm currently in my office. I have my goals plastered over the wall. I have some goals on my desk as well. I have my primary goal on my mobile phone. So I see my goals every single day. So my question to you is, what are you seeing every single day? What pictures and images are you seeing every single day? And what are you saying to yourself every single day? So if your goal, again, I'm going to stay on the example of trading here. If your goal is to become a 7-figure trader, are you saying to yourself, I am so happy and grateful now that I am a 7-figure trader by, let's say, the 31st of December 2021? What are you saying to yourself every single day? What are you seeing to ensure that you achieve that particular goal? Now, David Imanite, one of my mentors, what he said was that I have to speak what I want to hear, but I've got to see what I am speaking. I'll say that again. I have to speak what I want to hear, but I've got to see what I'm speaking. So this all boils down to ensuring that you are saying the right things to yourself, number one, and number two, that you are seeing the right images around you. Where you are living at the moment may not be your end goal. Henceforth, you need to create the image of that end goal in front of you, and you can do that by having images of that particular property, for example, all around your workspace. Number four is be patient, okay? You have to be patient to achieve success. Initially, we are all unconsciously incompetent, and we all become unconsciously competent by the end of the game. If you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, it's fine. I've done some other training on this before. If you want to access that, I can give you a link to that training. But again, if you search out Kevin Trudeau, he talks about unconscious incompetence, unconscious competence as well in great detail. So make sure you are patient. I don't know any experts that became an expert in 2 days. It's not going to happen. Again, if you want to become financially free, for example, through your business, you have to be patient. Every little bit counts. Compound every single day, stay humble, and growth will occur. That is all I wanted to say. A very, very brief breakdown on the 4 tenets of success. I'm going to see if Mandeep is on the call and then allow her to say a few words as well. But before I go, sorry, I just wanted to mention, to make Mandeep co-host while I'm doing that. Before I go, I just wanted to mention that we have our national event coming up. It's looking likely it's going to be on the 25th to the 27th of November, to be confirmed. So, the last week of November. And this is a hugely important event. And when I talked about getting outside your comfort zone, this will help you get outside your comfort zone. I talked about, what else did I talk about? I made notes about who are you listening to? This will help you to listen to the right people. I'm not making any income claims on this webinar, but at that event, you will meet 6-figure, 7-figure, and 8-figure earners. So who are you surrounding yourself with? Again, you'll be able to achieve that at this event. You need to be teachable and coachable. And again, this event will allow you to do that too. And also the mental and spiritual aspect, we will have that covered at the event as well. We'll do some mindset training, personal development training at this event. The event will teach you about patience as well, by showing you, giving you examples of people who've gone through, the pitfalls to achieve amazing success. People that have broken down barriers to achieve amazing success. So this event is extremely important. Make a note of those dates in your diary. Again, it's to be confirmed. You will find out the exact dates in the next few days. Make sure you are at that event, whatever it takes. This is our first event in London for well over a year, and it's going to be life-changing for many, many people. So my name is Dr. Jav. Let me see if Mandeep's on the call, and I will see you all shortly. Thank you. Mandeep.
Hi, Dr. Jav, how are you doing?
Let me turn my volume up, sorry. Mandeep,
hi, Dr. Jav, how are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
Yes, I'm really, really great. It's fantastic to be here today, on our team call to help everybody to really level up, fire them up. It's really, really fantastic to be here today. So basically, ladies and gents, I'm going to actually keep my slot short and sweet, and the reason being is because I spoke about this on my Facebook Live actually today. Some of it I covered, but essentially our success is going to depend on one thing. I know there's a lot of factors out there. I know it's, there's the mindset, there's the reading of the books, there's the associating with the right people. The environment is really important. A lot of the things that Dr. Jav spoke about as well, very, very key. But the number one thing that I want to talk about today is the F word. Okay, what is the F word? The F word is feeling. Okay, feeling. And I did a call with someone a few days ago with a few leaders, and we spoke about the same thing. And this book I really want to recommend. Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. And by the way, I don't work for this company, this person, this publishing book or anything like that. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to recommend a book to you, which is a 30-page book. It will take you under half an hour to read it and to go through it. But it's a short book that can really, really change your life. Once again, Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. And essentially what he's talking about is the way that we feel, not just one time, but every day, throughout the day, during the day, every week, month, year, is really going to dictate our levels of success. Our levels of success moving forward. And that's really important, because if we want to see massive success, if we want to see that we want to see a change in our figures in our bank account, we want a better shaped body, we want more fruitful relationships, whatever it is, the key thing is that we feel good about it, because when you feel good about it, that feeling is associated with energy. And when we send out the right energy, we're going to attract more of that. You see, a lot of people, most of the population, they have a massive fireball. We all have a fireball, a ball of energy, if you like. And most people's ball of energy is really small, and it's a frustrated, negative ball of energy. And you can see how big or small someone's, positive ball of energy is by the way they speak. If they speak to you and your feeling of vibration feels lower than before you spoke to them, that means you're not around the right person or the right group of people. Because look, you got to protect your energy. So whenever you're speaking to someone, you've got to make sure that, number one, they're giving you the right energy, they're giving you the right vibe. That's why that saying goes, your vibe attracts your tribe, which is totally spot on. And the reason being is because the type of person that you are, you will attract those kinds of people in your life. Why? Because you're operating on a certain frequency, on a certain vibration, which means you're bringing in more of those people. So for example, if you're around a lot of people who maybe are getting drunk, they're negative, they gossip, they're always talking negative, they have nothing positive to say about anyone else, they're maybe putting other people down, whatever it is, you're going to start attracting more and more of those people. Whereas on the other hand, if you're talking about positivity, growth, your aspirations, your goals, your mindset, your attitude, and all these great things, you're going to attract more people into your life that are like that. Therefore, your energy will go up, and your frequency, your vibration goes up, which means you're attracting more of that. And this is really, really key, because sometimes it's very easy to feel good after a call, and Dr. Jav's come on, Mandeep's come on, we're feeling great, we're feeling motivated, and that's fantastic. But the point is what are you going to do after the call? This is where the rubber really meets the road. It's not about the event, it's about what happens after the event. It's like New Year's resolutions. It's not about the New Year's party and the resolutions there. It's about what you do after it. It's about, are you walking the walk, or are you just talking the talk to say, I'm going to do this year, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, I'm going to go crazy, I'm going to prospect 30 people a day. If you're building a business, I'm going to focus on my trading. I'm going to plug into one call every day. But the truth is, did you do it? Did you do it? Were you on the right energy to say, I've made a commitment and now I've got to go out there and do it? So the key thing I want to really emphasize is be around the right people, make sure they're giving you the right frequency, vibration, trust in yourself as well, your gut, your intuition, that you can make great things happen. But honestly, this book, it's a very small book, but when I read it, I've read it several times, I've lost count, because the information in this book is so amazing. And it really talks about how and why, you know, our subconscious is important, the way we pray, you know, what we think about just before we sleep. You know, Neville Goddard talks about a lot of things, and how you know, these types of things are really going to influence everything in our life. And I'm just looking at all the things I've highlighted, because I'm a geek basically when it comes to reading books. But it's one thing I just want to leave you with, is this sentence, which is this: use your divine right wisely. Okay, use your divine right wisely. Through your ability to think and feel, you have dominion over all creation. I think those two sentences for me sum up the whole book. Those two sentences right there just sum up the whole book. Use your divine right wisely. Through your ability to think and feel, you have dominion over all creation. Bob Proctor talks about this. Tony Robbins talks about this. David Diamonitti talks about this. Christopher Terry talks about this. Oprah Winfrey talks about this. All the successful role models, entrepreneurs, and people out there, they talk about the law of attraction. They talk about energy. And in this book is the exact secret sauce. Through our ability to think and feel, we have dominion over all creation. So this is what it's all about. It's about making sure that we are around the right energy all the time. So once again, I just want to say thank you. I did say I'd keep it short and sweet. So keep thinking good, keep feeling good. And on that note, I don't know if Dr. Jav is going to come back on to close the call, but it's absolutely fantastic to have come on here. Great to meet you all, and let's make it work. Take care. Have a good evening.